we're back. One thing I wanted to ask you guys about is, bullying is a whole big issue that's going on with the recent deaths and all that. I mean, do you have a stance on that, or would you ever get involved in any cause or something? Would you ever bully anybody?
We dabble in bullying.
Yeah.
It's hard to be a good bully.
Yeah, it is.
No, seriously. I mean, Zach and I have like elementary school age kids, and it's I don't think either of us have really encountered it on a personal level, but it is definitely something that I think any parent would just freak out, about. Like I don't know anyone that would necessarily not do everything in their power to put an end to it if they notice it happening like in their community or school.
I think it's hard enough. I mean, like growing up and being a teenager is hard enough. Like a lot of kids, you have normal kids who get bullied, but then on top of the bullying of like kids who are gay or lesbian, I think it's a big concern because it seems like we're kind of in a transitional period, like where more people, like younger generations, are more comfortable coming out and being a little bit more out about who they are. But then there's also kind of like almost this people who are not friendly towards like people who are gay. It seems like they're kind of tensing up a little bit. And so it's kind of like, hopefully just the hope would be like through time people would just adapt to it like the way they would hopefully adapt to people who are maybe like things like race and interracial marriage. So what if, hopefully this is like, obviously it sucks when people are bullied and it should never happen. Hopefully the only silver lining is like this is like a growing pain of our society of dealing with people who are, wanting to be a little bit more like people should be open, people should be free to be who they are. And it's unfortunate. Like I'm a pretty religious person, and just in the whole sort of Christian culture, it's really hard. I'm very much a minority because I'm a Christian, but I think people should be like free to be who they are. They should be free to, marry or be with whoever they want. And so it's really, it's concerning because, I see so many people in Christian culture so afraid of that what's happening. And I think it's not necessarily because they're just bad people. It's just that, for some reason the issue scares them. Makes them fearful that they're losing something that they're not really losing. And it's unfortunate that there's a lot of people who it's like collateral damage to hopefully the issues moving forward. But then there's kids who, whether they're coming out earlier and they're dealing with high school, because I know people when we went to high school, I know that they're I kind of sort of thought they might be gay then, and later on in life they kind of come to terms with it, they come out, and when we were in high school, no one would ever think to come out, especially where we live, it's a really conservative, part of town.
I think it's the whole, you live in a Facebook area where there's absolutely no secrets and we tell you too much information.
Facebook's fault.
The way it works everywhere. No, but seriously, I think it's just the culture now is more comfortable sharing
personal identity. Everyone wants to share your personal identity. This is who I am. Unfortunately,
so basically, bullying is Mark Zuckerberg's fault. Imagine if you guys came out of the pro-bully. That's what we've done.
Well, I don't think there's going to be many people lining up on the
bully sympathizers.
So let's just spin it back to the concert, to the tour and everything. Where is this tour taking? Is this a really long tour? Is this kind of like stop and start kind of thing?
It's starting and stopping. It's kind of a relative thing because there's going to be breaks, but I would think for the next year or so, we roughly know what we're doing. This leg will take us up to Toronto, and we'll get back home on the 19th in Arizona, and then we'll go to Europe.
We go out for a month, and then we'll go home for 2 weeks, and then go out for a month.
basically the better part of it falling over to you. Right on
Yeah, it's like, yeah.
You guys are cool with touring, any drawbacks to touring?
I mean,
Besides like,
yeah, you're away from family to travel can be kind of grueling sometimes.
Yeah.
It's what we do, you know. We all love to like play the music and see the instant reaction, the faces of the audience. Get back to those places that we love to visit.
We're gonna wrap it up, but I'm just curious, if you could each tell me like what your personal, whether it's a personal connection to one of the songs you wrote or something like that, what are your favorite songs of your own music? What's your favorite Jimmy Eat World song?
Right now I think my favorite song is the first song on Invented. It's called Hard is Hard to Find. And that's just because it was one of those songs that I think it came together sort of at the last minute. And it was this, it started out with this really simple idea. And we kind of explored a whole lot of different things before we came back to just kind of expanding a little bit on the simple idea. And, we kind of proved once again that I think that sometimes like your first instinct is you're on the right track already.
Right. What about those for you guys?
For me right now, my favorite song is the title track, Invented.
Okay.
Because it just goes to so many different places.
It's a musical journey.
It is. It truly is.
For me, it's a song called Cut. It's kind of one of the slower songs on the record. I think for me, keeping in view with the new album. I like it.
You're always got an old one. Come on.
Seriously, I think you're always more.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, you're always the current thing that you're working on. Yeah. Totally.
I don't know, yeah, I think for me, Evidence on the new album is one of my favorite songs, just because it's really fun to play live, and it's fun to kind of, it's one of those songs that has a great riff, and it's fun to drum in. So.
Mine's 23. Thanks.
Oh, okay, cool.
Thanks.
But that 23 is like total fan favorite. Like,
is it really?
Yeah, it was like
yeah.
like we play it in every show just
Okay.
because like our fans are really like a lot of people.
I don't know what it is about Futures. It's my winter record, man. It just for some reason it gets me through the
It's
the crap days of winter.
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks, guys.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, man.